So I guess I'm gonna have to use this opportunity to try and make as many videos as I possibly can from this. Well, it's basically now turning into a series, isn't it? I honestly have no idea how that first video has got nearly 30,000 views in 3 days, so I can only thank you guys all enough for the support on that. But I did actually ask you to leave some challenge ideas down in the comments, guys, and I actually got a really good one, which was pit 4 times during the Grand Prix. So I'm going to attempt that one today. Next up, I'm going to do the classic cars. Then I'm also going to after that, do one in the Sauber and Mclaren. So if you are new around here, do not forget to like, subscribe for those challenges as well. But yeah, 4 pit stops in the Mercedes. It's going to be interesting to see. If you guys do have any more ideas for this series, please do leave them down in the comments. I can't thank you guys enough for the support in the first video, but just look at that race strategy. That is one of the most broken things I have ever seen, especially for just 18 laps worth of racing. We're going to be pitting 4 times. We're going to effectively be on 5 different sets of tyres, using all my softs and all my super soft tyres for this Grand Prix. But on the grid then, ready for the 5 stint challenge, the 4 pit stop challenges, 5 lights for the Brazilian Grand Prix. And it is lights out, and away we go. And off to a fairly decent start there. Actually not getting off to too much wheel spin, but we'll have a look down the inside, down towards turn 1, because you know what the AI are like. Down the inside of absolutely everyone we go, and unfortunately someone dinked me from the rear. So that was attempt 1, over and done with nice and quickly. I think, you know, it's sort of fair that I leave 1 blooper from every single time I attempt this challenge. Now, you know, it's sort of just going to be a running theme, but hopefully, you know, the second attempt can be a little bit better. So here we are then, on the grid, ready for episode 2 of the Lawnmower Challenge, if you will. It's 5 lights for the Brazilian Grand Prix, and it is lights out, and away we go, and off to actually a pretty damn decent start there. Both the Saubers are doing absolutely nothing, as well as Fernando Alonso down towards turn 1 there, and obviously the dive bomb of the century is inevitably going to come out there as we go down the inside of just about everyone there, having a look right around the outside of Romain Grosjean, and then getting a wonderful switchback on Esteban Ocon and Kevin Magnussen through turn 2 there. It's down the inside of Sergio Perez and the Williams of Lance Stroll, and then maybe Verstappen as well. Yeah, let's go for Verstappen as well. Might as well risk it whilst we've got the chance. Down the inside of Ricardo, I'll see you later, mate. And next up we've got Felipe Massa there, switchback move. Go for the cheeky dummy on him down in towards the next corner there. Raikkonen parking it all over the apex in front of me. Does he not know that he's a level 0 AI? Is he actually got some sort of intelligence there, Raikkonen? Nope, of course not. He does back out finally there. Round the outside of Sebastian Vettel we go. Hamilton beating Vettel, no real surprises there. And through the next corner we go at the inside of Valtteri Bottas. So that has taken us half a lap to get into the lead of the Grand Prix here. But it's sort of more about trying to make sure, you know, we've got a big advantage over the rest of the field when we do need to make our pit stops during this Grand Prix there. But, you know, we've done the most difficult part straight away, and that is avoid getting completely brake checked by most of the field, you know, early on in this race. Coming to the end of lap 1 though, you know, we've already managed to build myself up a 3-second advantage in the final 2 corners alone there. So hopefully, you know, we can just wait and see how well this race is. By lap 3 of the Grand Prix then, you can see the team are already trying to change my strategy because it is completely ridiculous, but, you know, full pit stops, it seems to be, you know, a good viable strategy call here in this Grand Prix. I can't get over how odd that looks in the graphic there. It's just quite funny, to be honest, I'm not going to lie. But by lap 4, our first pit stop of the day. Let's wait and see, you know, try and get the car slowed down nice and early into the pit lane there. We do get the car slowed down fairly decently there, and I think, you know, we're going to be seeing a lot of this pit lane today, so you know, we might as well get used to it and not try and lock up the brakes or anything. But making our first pit stop, 2.7 second, you know, not really too bad, not really too perfect either there, and hopefully, you know, that really could cost me, you know, upwards of 5 seconds during this Grand Prix if, you know, we end up with some really bad pit stops there. But X'd in the pit lane now, and I never really realised how tight it was on F1 2017 there. I've seen Monaco streets with more room on either side than at the exit of the Brazil pit lane there, so that's something new for you to learn today. But on to lap 8 of the race, and, you know, we're almost ready. Well, we're almost lapping the rest of the field already. You know, we've got over near enough 2 sector advantage there, but, you know, let's gloss over the almighty bottle that I've just produced towards the final sector of the lap there. We'll just completely demolish the 100-meter braking board there. The AI probably are braking before that, so it's not really that useful anyway there. But I think, you know, we've got grass on the tyres now. We might as well dive it in for my second pit stop of the day here. You know, the second of 4. We're getting through the tyre sets in this Grand Prix, and we've got a 5-second stop-go penalty there. If I'm not mistaken, the game did go green. So, not really too sure what Charlie Whiting's thinking there, you know. Maybe he wants the rest of the field to have some sort of a chance against me. You know, we will wait and see during the rest of the Grand Prix what Charlie Whiting was thinking there. So, one lap later, you know, sort of want to get my penalty out of the way before I forget. You know, we're going to opt to take it now. And let's have a test of the Mclaren reaction time here in the pit lane. And it takes them near enough 6 seconds before they opt to do anything with the car there. So, clearly, you know, Mercedes need to focus on their times with that sort of thing. Also notice that Magnussen is P3 in the race somehow. Not really too sure what has come around with that, but you know, we've made 3 pit stops now in the race, and just our final one to go a little later on here, onto one final set of the super soft tyres in this Grand Prix, and we're still leading the Grand Prix by about a good 15 seconds there. So we've come out the pits nice ahead of the rest of the field there, but the aim is sort of to lap the AI. The McLaren Honda, believe it or not, McLaren Honda having an engine issue. They're not really too sure what that was all about. Don't even know which one that was, to be honest with you there, but quite surprising. You know, this game, it's sometimes realistic there, but the McLaren having engine issues I just can't really buy. And then unfortunately, one lap later, that same McLaren decided to cause an almighty train down towards turn 1 here. So we're going to have about half the field already we're going to have to look past. They're down the inside of 3 cars at turn 1 under braking there, and through the rest of the apex there, through the center S. We're going to go right around the outside of the Sauber there, and are we going to be able to get the switchback move on Danny Kvyat here? He tries to duck to the outside there. He does actually move off the racing line to give me the room. Sainz is going to brake it just a little bit early as well. Then we go right around the outside of Palmer as well, and up the inside of that Stroll, yep, he can move out of the way if that was ideal, and then past Esteban Ocon as well. So that's 9 places made up in the first 4 corners of the lap, and you know, 13 laps into the race, the field should be a little bit more spread out than this. Max Verstappen down in 10th place. Are we looking back at the Italian Grand Prix here? Is this what this is? I mean, whatever it is, you know, we go right around the outside of him, so no real surprises there. And now all we've got to try and do is close up to the final 8 cars of this Grand Prix. You know, hopefully we can get around to doing that nice and quickly, and then, you know, we will be looking like we should complete the challenge. On to lap 15 of the Grand Prix we go, and we're going to go for the latest move ever on Kimi Räikkönen. That was absolutely disgusting, if I do say so myself. That was probably not the best move I've made, but there we go. Past Romain Grosjean as well in the Haas car there. Räikkönen getting out-raced by both Haas there. Clearly he's going to lose his seat at the end of the season. Past Magnussen we go as well. Not really too surprised there. Felipe Massa has dropped down a little bit of the field after he tries to kill me in towards the final couple of quarters. We have to go right around his outside there, and Sergio Perez just doesn't know how to put the power down. So up, now we've lapped up to P5 of the Grand Prix. 4 cars to go in this race, and then we will have completed the challenge. You know, yeah, 4 pit stops I thought would probably be very, very difficult, but sometimes, you know, you guys like to give me a bit of an easy challenge. So, you know, if you've got any more ideas for this series, don't forget to leave them down in the comments as well, you know, for more of this F1 2017 Lawnmower Zero AI level challenge thing. I don't even know, it's sort of just turned into what it's turned into, really, hasn't it? But now on to lap 17 of the Grand Prix. We've closed up to Daniel Ricciardo. No, we're right past Daniel Ricciardo there. We're on the outside of turn 5. They're actually, you know, a somewhat respectable move, I think it's safe to say, if he wasn't level 0 AI. But we've only got 2 cars left to go in this Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel and Valtteri Bottas here. So coming down in towards the final sector of the lap, we're going to be closing up nicely to Sebastian Vettel right around the outside in towards the final sector here. Valtteri Bottas moves off the racing line. No, he doesn't. He sort of parks it there. But now we go. We have managed to lap every single driver on this F1 2017 grid there in 17 laps after going through the pit lane 4 times. So there we are then. That's the end of the challenge. You know, if you guys want to send me some, you know, semi-difficult ones, I would highly, highly recommend it. They're doing a little bit of celebration down towards turn 1, but I think, you know, we've earned the opportunity to go for some donuts for style points as well there. But yeah, that has been the end then of the F1 2017 Level 0 AI 4 Pit Stop Challenge. As I said, next time out I'm going to try and do classic cars, and then the plan after that will be to do McLaren, Honda and Sauber. But then after that, you know, if you guys have got any ideas for this series, please do leave them down in the comments. I will try to do as many as I possibly can. I might even turn this into a bit of a championship, but hopefully, you know, you guys have enjoyed this video. Do not forget to like, subscribe for more of my F1 2017 content, and I will see you guys next time for a brand new video.